Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we reached the next rank up for the Loporrits. Dreamingway, what's up? Too few cooks. The machining station has surpassed our wildest imaginings. What are those things? Mechanical mysteries aside, we've gathered a good crowd, yet I know we can do more. I feel it in my ears. I've asked the others if they had any ideas, and apparently, Managing Way has it all planned out. Managing Way, can you share your thoughts with Desiree? Certainly. Consider, if you will, the traditional Loporrit diet. Carrots, carrots, and more carrots. Many of us, myself included, have in fact subsisted exclusively on carrots. Contact with the people of the fairies, however, has revealed a whole world of non-carrot foodstuffs, in addition to fascinating traits and traditions entirely centered around food. If a Loporrit's heart harbored a secret passion for such cuisine, how would they know? They would not, until they visited our one-of-a-kind cooking station with this. A delicious idea, is it not? I'm genuinely asking. I too have eaten naught but carrots, you see. And thus we arrive at our primary issue, stuffing. There are few Loporrits with sufficient knowledge of cuisine. What about Puddingway? He's certainly enthusiastic. Oh no, no. Hopper's hold would be stuffed to the brim with pudding before the day's out. The acoustics would be dreadful, and I doubt Inventing Way's machines are pudding-proof. Perhaps we should ask Cooking Way after all? There truly is no better Loporrit for the job. Unfortunately, he's currently studying with the Sharlayans. We would need to coax him back to the moon if he's to work with us. Perhaps he won't need coaxing? We won't know until we try. Though I don't fancy wandering through the city by myself, or with the gleaners running to and fro. They never watch where they're swinging those pointy knees of theirs. Please, would you come and protect me from the knees? I'm in your debt. Together we shall brave the fearsome Averted Plaza. Dreamingway. Oh, those people, oh, those knees. But we must approach if we are to inquire as to Cooking Way's whereabouts. Not the folk of the fairies are terribly good at telling us Loporrits apart. Perhaps it can begin by simply asking if we've seen any Loporrits about? Aside from me, that is. Shall we? Dreamingway is now accompanying you. I did see a Loporrit not long ago, in fact. They were watching diners at the last stand, muttering something about... pudding? Yes, it would have sworn they were mumbling. How's the pudding? Most peculiar. I have a sneaky suspicion that your mystery mutterer is not the Loporrit we're looking for, but I appreciate the information nevertheless. Yeah, that sounds like Puddingway. Seeing so many shops lined up, I can't help but feel excited. Who knows what's in store? We wanted the other Loporrits to experience the same sense of anticipation. So Managing Way and I used the place as a reference for a dreaming workshop. Can you tell? I see why your tours of the fairies come so highly recommended. My fear of becoming hopelessly lost or trampled has fallen at least 50% with you at my side. There's someone. Industrious citizen. Loporrit, yes, I do recall seeing a few of your kin earlier this afternoon. One appeared to be off to the last stand, while the other was walking toward the studium. Sharlayans truly are as knowledgeable as they say. Thank you, good sir. Hello, Cheatingway. Have you seen Cookingway? Ah, another Loporrit. This must be my lucky day. I was indeed just speaking with one of your kind about his research into Far Eastern recipes. A particular interest of mine. I must say that fellow has good taste. Recipes, you say? Why, that must have been Cookingway. Do you happen to know where he went? Not precisely, though he headed off toward the west side of town. Perhaps he went to research more recipes? In any case, your assistance in this matter has been greatly appreciated. Based on what we gleaned thus far, I believe the unidentified Loporrit headed for the studio is most likely our Cookingway, in which case we shall be right on his tail. Gazing at it from a faraway moon, we always imagined Ephraim to be the most beautiful place. And truly it is. I'm glad it's still here. Salutations, Cookingway. Dreamingway, is that you? What happened to your clothing? It's very yellow. Well, since you asked. Heavens, I had no idea that our fellow Loporrits were in such dire straits. It's only right that I do what I can to help them. And I must admit that I'm eager to test the many recipes I've learned here in Ephraim. I know I've been a bit fixated upon carrots in the past, but I'm a changed Loporrit now. There's a whole world of flavor out there, and it's time that we brought it to Best Way Sparrow. What's that? Flavor! Of course I will need a kitchen. I can provide my own pots and pans, but I would appreciate your assistance with dishes and utensils. Most of Ephraim's cuisine is not so conducive to gnawing as one might expect. Leave it to us. I saw a chopstick once. Yes, about that. It would probably be best for you to consult Master Dickon at the last stand about the details. He'll show you what you'll need to prepare, and in what quantities. Meanwhile, I shall return to the burrow and begin preparing my kitchen. There's much to be done. Thank heavens, he agreed. Let's go and speak with his Master Dickon. I imagine that you have a rough idea of what utensils are. But it never hurts to get a second opinion. Well, it is my favorite temporary server. Hello. And I see you brought one of the cute little moon fellows too. Tableware for the Loporrits. Well, why not? You need dishes and bowls, of course. Some cutlery. Perhaps tablecloth and mats as well. One moment, I'll make a list. This should be everything. Thank you very much. Don't mention it, just save a place for me. I'll get up there one of these days. Please do. We'll even send you a proper invitation once we're operational. Speaking of which, it's time we return to Hopper's Hold. Those sticks won't chop themselves. Thank you, Master Deacon. Goodbye. And back to the moon. Huh, I always thought this was a cupboard. And there you are? I turned Master Deacon's list over to Managingway, of course, so preparations are well underway. They did ask me to ask you to craft a few things though, if you don't mind. Specifically, fancy table mats. Oh, how exciting. I have the necessary supplies here, so you can set to work straight away. As always, we've stocked the Dreaming Supporter with surplus supplies, so feel free to ask for more in case of unforeseen misfortune. If I had a carrot for every time I accidentally hopped too hard on one of our components? Okay, we get restaurant-grade supplies. And what we need to craft is probably dependent on what crafter we use. Ah, unnecessary. Doesn't matter. Habits and all that. That's where I trust you work on the plan. Managingway's plan, that is. Oh, is that what it was supposed to look like? Fascinating. Cooking has already arranged his kitchen according to his very exacting preferences, so we should have everything we need to get started. I hope you worked up an appetite. Feast your eyes on the cooking station. What shall I eat first? Welcome! Do taste as many dishes as you like. Each recipe has been prepared with loving care. If you have any questions about the flavors or techniques involved, I should be more than happy to instruct you. A lot of those look terribly sweet. Ah, you again. I remember that Loporrit. I should like to speak with them, but they're always running off. The cooking station is now open, servicing the hungry Loporrits of Hopper's Hold and beyond. There's much yet to be done, however, if each is to find a new purpose. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Reputation up. You have achieved a respected reputation with the Dreamingways. You may raise their faith in you further by continuing to assist with the Dreaming Workshop. More quests. More stuff from Dreamingway. Muffins. Can't go in there. If you'd like some of a pudding, I suggest you order it now. One never knows when pudding will drop by. Eat more carrots. Yum yum. Are you certain you're cooking way or not baking way? Anyway, managing way. Quests. Whisks for whiskers. Managing way is an ally to aspiring chefing ways and believes you should be too. Recently, Cooking Way's culinary enterprises have been on fire. To borrow a colloquialism, of course, I assure you that nothing in our cooking station is unduly alight. Many Loporrits have expressed an interest in cuisine, but we simply don't have enough whisks and spoons to go around. Perhaps you could lend your crafting expertise to our plight? One of a Cooking Way's sous chefs should be feverishly assembling the necessary kitchen implements in the curatorium, but I'm sure they should be glad for the help. Sets, webs, and Loporrits. Prodigious hopping at the musicking station seems to have awakened a passion for physical fitness within some of our ways. Finding such hopping insufficient to reach their goals, they have requested items that may help enhance their athleticism. Keeping Way is gathering the necessary supplies for athletic equipment as we speak. Would you be willing to dash over and help? Some of our Loporrits want to get buff. For every mouth, a carrot. Thanks to you, Cooking Way Station is running as smoothly as carrot-based butter. On the other paw, my manager's eye has noticed that the Loporrits who patronize it make up only a fraction of its potential customer base. It so happens that Cooking Way is of the same mind. It has made a selection of samples to help spread word. And who better to distribute them than you? A person from affairs no self-respecting Loporrit could refuse. Now, if I may take your silence as tacit agreement, I would point you toward Keeping Way, who currently has the food samples in an insulative container under his care. Pray speak with him for the rest of the particulars. Okay, Keeping Way. Thank you for helping, Desiree. I gathered everything I thought might help with exercise. For instance, with spring, it's sort of tough, so if you attach handles, you could pull on it and become really tired, so you can nap. That sounds good, right? I'll have you make that. Don't worry about running out of supplies, the doing support is well stocked. Once you're finished, take it over to Greatest Endsvale. That's where those ways have exercise. Or do exercise. I'm really not sure what they're doing, to be honest. Good to see you. Come to have distributing these food samples, have you? Just a moment. Well, Cooking Way's very own carrot steak. According to him, it's an original recipe that takes a rich flavor of fresh carrots and revolutionizes it into a hot meat-like dish. One taste of this and no way will be able to resist taking another bite. I bet the cooking station will be bustling like never before when everyone comes hopping for seconds. Now I'd be much obliged if you could distribute these samples in the curatorium before they become cold. Lethargic Loporrit. What's this rambling noise? Oh, is it growling? Oh, my stomach. Maybe I ought to have eaten before my nap. Carrot steak. Something to eat. You're distributing samples of food from the cooking station. How timely. It looks to be some sort of steak. Made from carrots? It smells good. Wow, it's so juicy and its texture so soft. Is this the sensation carnivores feel when gorging on an animal's flesh? I can get more of this by visiting the cooking station, right? Then that's where I'm headed. Thanks for the sample. overweening Loporrit. Another healthy and hearty day of growth for my carrots. Won't be much longer until they're ready for consumption. Oh, didn't see you there. Did you eat something? No, but do you want to taste test something? Oh, is this a grilled carrot? Oh, the ignorance. It's the very same raw fleshiness of carrots that makes them sublime. To cook one is criminal, alas, I cannot reject a gift from a person of affairs. Very well, I shall take a bite, but just for one. Ah, rich a flavor, how provocative a texture, and the garnish with fragrant spice takes the carrot's delightfully simple taste and gives it complexity, nay, vibrancy. To think that a carrot could be transformed into something quite so different yet so dainty. I can dine upon more exquisite dishes like this by visiting the cooking station, you say? Very well then, if you excuse me. Convincing the critics. Famished, Loporrit. Now that I've finished my duties, I've better fetch something to eat. I'm positively starving. Can I help you? Something to eat? The savory, seductive aroma that pulls at my chest and teases my stomach can only be carrot. Oh goodness me, I'm salivating rather profusely. May I take a bite? What in Mother Heideland's name is this? It's absolutely scrumptious. How could I have lived in ignorance of such supreme delectableness for so long? I must have more. Excuse me, I'll be at the cooking station if you have need of me. Seems to be the hit, the carrot steak. Flustered, Loporrit. You've come to make kitchen items for us? Oh, thank you, my first been quite the ruffle over our shortage. We don't have nearly enough happiness dishes, you see. Everyone's been very polite about it, but you can see in their eyes when they have to use a regular dish. Tell me if you need more supplies, but if you could start working at once, I would be forever grateful. Take what you've made back to Hopper's Hold and managing well, we'll see it delivered to the cooking station. Oh, cooking station, how I long for you. Popular kitchen goods. And exercise equipment. That needs to be in high quality. To the other end of Bestway's Burrow, to Greatest Endsvale. Gaining Loporrit. What? Can't you see I'm too busy to chat? You have some exercise equipment. Mother's mercy, is that what I think it is? With this, our dreams of toning our muscles to the density of iron carrots may yet be realized. I must go and tell the others. Seems very happy. How goes the kitchenware assembly? Our aspiring cooks seem eager to get started. Here you go. Splendid. Cookingware will be ecstatic to hear that in more ways can now try their paws at this passion. We have noted a direct correlation between bouts of vigorous rhythmic hopping and subsequent traffic to the cooking station. The relationship between music and food seems ripe with exciting new possibilities, don't you agree? Not to mention Dreamingway's tireless efforts to create new menu items. It seems he keeps in regular contact with Dreamingway about the last Drex's more popular dishes. Watching such collaboration is food for the soul, to borrow another colloquialism. It seems you made some energetic ways very happy indeed. I thank you, Desiree. Something tells me we haven't heard the last of their demands. Perhaps I too will consider stacking my body, as they say. Or was it building? Welcome back. You'll be pleased to know that the cooking station is now abuzz with hungry customers eager to devour Dreamingway's delicious cuisine. We have you, and the undeniable delectability of a carrot steak, to thank for this. No doubt Dreamingway is thrilled with the results. Your assistance, as always, is appreciated. Good. And that's it for today. And the Loporrits have now a cooking station. What else could await us here? We'll see in the future. Until next time, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.